The first TikTok war. How are influencers in Russia and Ukraine responding? Social media influencers from Russia and Ukraine have joined the protest, speaking out against the Russian invasion. Social media influencers are often maligned for their vapidity, but as the Russian army moves across Ukraine, some of Russia's biggest digital influencers have become beacons of resistance. Many are speaking out about their unease at the speed and brutality with which the Russian president is leading his country to war. Ukrainian influencers, meanwhile, are also braving the risks of attack from the advancing army to make sure to document the horror of war in mainland Europe. Some of Russia's biggest names in the digital sphere have spoken out against war. The daughter of Dmitry Peskov, Vladimir Putin's press secretary, posted a message reading, "No to war," on her Instagram story, before quickly deleting it. Max Galkin, the husband of Alla Pugacheva, and one of Russia's biggest stars, posted a black square on Instagram and the message, "Net Voyne," no to war, to his 9.4 meters followers. Fashion designer Svetlana Takori took time out of Milan Fashion Week to post a photo holding a Ukrainian flag and the same message. Influencer lover Alala painted the Russian and Ukrainian flag on each cheek and the caption, "I have nothing to say." The independent Russian journalist Ilya Varlamov has posted regular photos and videos highlighting Russian brutality, calling for a cessation of violence in Ukraine. Nikki Proshin, a 27-year-old Russian TikToker with 750,000 followers, started posting about the invasion of Ukraine as soon as Russian troops crossed the border. He posted a single video to TikTok addressing the many questions he received from his followers asking for his thoughts on Ukraine. He spoke out about the war, and about his anger that Vladimir Putin launched the attack at night. "Showing my opinion publicly helps foreigners understand Russian people more and helps to keep the bridge between normal people outside of Russia and normal people in Russia," says Proshin. He followed it up with another video, taken live at street protests in his home city of St. Petersburg. Yet many of his friends spoke out, choosing to post images of black squares on Instagram or videos speaking out against the invasion. "The current situation touched us much more than the events of the last year," he said. Xenia Chumicheva, born in the Russian mountain city of Magnitogorsk, chose a black and white picture of an espresso as the backdrop for her pronouncement on the invasion. "In my veins run both Russian and Ukrainian blood," she wrote. "I don't have any political knowledge nor opinion, but all I can say is, I am always against war and for the people," she wrote to her 2 million followers. The risk for Russian influencers, celebrities and journalists in speaking out against the Russian dictator is obvious. Those who don't toe the government line can find themselves arrested or worse, as those being arrested for protesting on the streets in Russia know well. But considering their reach, a well-timed statement to millions on Instagram or TikTok can inflict considerable reputational damage to Putin's claims of unity behind his cause. "This is something pretty common that comes from both Ukrainian and Russian influences," says Roman Kolodjko, chief operating officer of Eastern European influencer marketing agency MediaCube, which represents a number of Russian and Ukrainian creators. Kolodjko spoke as he fled Ukraine for Poland. "Many big influencers are in Ukrainian cities that have been and are being attacked right now, and they need to spread their word," he added, "and those who aren't have family there." Ukrainian influencers who remain in the country have adapted their content to match the changed circumstances of their new lives under the shadow of invasion. Until yesterday, Anna Prytula's Instagram feed looked like any other relatively large influencer's. Impossibly perfect cakes, overflowing bouquets of flowers and oodles of boxes and bags from Louis Vuitton lined the frame of her feed. Her lifestyle was lapped up by her million followers, 71% of whom are Ukrainian, and 16% of whom are Russian. Then Russian boots trampled over Ukraine, and alarmingly close to Prytula's home city of Lviv. Suddenly Prytula's posts changed. Gone were the impossibly glam photos outside luxury hotels. In their place, a stark red square with white text, "At 5 a.m. Russia is attacking the territory of Ukraine. Her Instagram stories changed soon afterwards from glimpses into her glamorous life to footage of missiles raining down over her homeland, pleas to NATO to intervene, and advice on how to find help and where to hide. As reality intrudes into the Western order's way of thinking about Russia's attitude to risk, so too has the hyperreal, polished world of social media has been hit with a reality check. Ukrainian travel blogger Elena Manziuk showed her million followers how to make Molotov cocktails on her Instagram stories. Mary Furters, a Ukrainian entrepreneur with nearly 55,000 followers, pivoted her profile to post overtly political pleas on the 19th of February. On the day Russia invaded Ukraine, like Prytula, she posted a similar red square. The text, however, was different. "Every Russian is responsible for this," she wrote. It hasn't escaped TikTok users' notice that the app's For You feed has been filled with videos about events in Ukraine. Most people who study it believe the TikTok algorithm rewards people who are speaking about current events. Some of those are legitimate, informative videos. Ukrainian British TikToker Marta Vasuta has shared with the world the destructive aftermath of Russian attacks from around the country, acting as a one-woman content curation desk fueled by righteous anger. But others are chasing likes. The app has struggled with misrepresentative or outright faked live streams and videos that are designed either to confuse or to capitalize on interest in Ukraine. But those who are authentic will continue posting content, and for good reason. Proshin, the Russian TikToker who felt he had to speak out, says his posts aren't political, but instead connect at a human level with the rest of the world. "I hope we'll make people understand that Russian people is not equal to the Russian government," he says. "Some Russian people support the political decisions of our government, but from my personal perspective, they're a minority. In this situation, Russia equals people who can make decisions. The majority of my friends have no power to make decisions."